it is I, Twon, and welcome to Blast from the Past that I told you I was going to do. And why am I going to do this? Well, I did a bunch of builds with my sister in the past, and I kind of want to document them to show that they were there. And so this is what this is, and this is from a server from 2 years ago. For those who know of the YouTuber The Click, he has his own Minecraft server, and this was back in 1.18. And so this server, we spent maybe a year, maybe two building. It's quite a large build, one of the largest I've done in a while, and I am really happy with how it turned out. And so I'm going to give you a tour, show you all the exciting parts. I can't show you all of it, and some parts did have some tutorials, which I'm not against. If you want some inspiration, you can follow a tutorial, there's nothing wrong with that, or you could use the tutorial for inspiration. Just don't claim that the tutorial is yours. No shame, but if you claim it's yours, don't do that. Do not. But with all the formalities out of the way, now let's go into the tour. Sorry about running away, I wanted it to be daytime, although the rain does look quite nice, but this... I miss having an elytra, it makes it fun. But this part of the village is the first part we actually started expanding once we finished our house, which is on the hill, which I'll show you later, because I like that house. And it did follow a bit of a tutorial. But down here is all our own. We followed a tutorial for the house, and then got inspired the design, and then started making all new houses. Like this is the first house we built out here to add to this village. So this house, I had a lot of fun designing it. But this guy, he's a bit moody. He's got a cat and he's quite moody. There's a cat called Licorice. I forgot that. That's so cute. Even though he is quite a chill dude in his own little house, he's quite a moody dude. And so even though he's got such a beautiful view, he just prefers staying here. We added lore, and I quite like what we did, but I quite like the last part of this. I saw a cave. I love this cave. This cave is me. Me is cave. Man, I've kind of forgotten the story. I'll have to go back to this. Eventually. I believe, if I'm right, this is the Karen's house. Now, it looks like a normal house. Even if you go up here, it looks like a normal house. But it isn't until you read this that you realize some people are just chickens that run away from the truth. This person is a Karen. I have left notes and everything to try and get this person to get rid of the dogs. I will complain until someone does something. We added a Karen in this village. It was necessary. I must say though, it is quite hard to decide what builds to pick and to chat about. And I'm also quite happy about this bridge. Basically, I did this bridge, and I remember when she told me, I want to go from up there all the way down here, and I said she was insane. Look how cool this bridge looks. But speaking of places I want to go, there is one place, it is my pride and joy. It's the pettiest build I've ever done, and I think you'll quite like the story. Sunset is so pretty, but I'm going to quickly go to sleep so I don't die trying to get to where I want to go. Welcome to the pettiest house build I've ever done, and I quite like it because it's cute size. You don't realize that there's pettiness inside. But long story short, it is a bit of a long story, my apologies. This was a server that many people could go on at any moment, and they had like a mall shop thing, and they had new people coming online all the time. And I quite liked helping the new people that would join, and so when a new person went online and asked for some cobblestone, I had stacks and stacks of cobblestone. So I'm like, yeah, you could use some cobblestone. I don't mind. I'd love to help you out. And so I gave them cobblestone, and they teleported to me, and when they did, they opened all my chests and then put shulker boxes down and took every ounce of my cobblestone. Lots and lots of cobblestone. I was like, oh, okay. And then they did it again to someone else, and I was so confused. I'm like, what on earth is this? And so I kept messaging them in the chat. They're like, hey, what are you going to do with the cobblestone? They were going to make furnaces out of the cobblestone to sell in their shop. And I'm like, well, that's a bit dishonest now, is it? You take my hard work of digging up all the cobblestone and you turn it into something that you can get diamonds or emeralds out of. So I told them I want it all back. And they said, they've already turned it all into furnaces. And I said, I don't care. I want every single furnace back, and I'm going to use every single one of them. And I did. Every single furnace they made. There's a cat down here. I used in this build. And I don't remember how low this goes, but it is my glorious moment of pettiness. I got more cobblestone, and I gave all the cobblestone back to the other player, who also got mistaken for. I didn't need it. I had quite a big build by then, but I used every single furnace, and I'll gladly do it again. So this is why I like this house. As much as I adore this house, I'm going to try not to show it off too much because it came from a tutorial. It was the first house we built that helped inspire the rest of the other houses. So because I can't remember the name of the video that I got this house tutorial from, and it was from like 2-3 years ago, so I'm going to try not to showcase it. But if you find it, please link it down in the comments. I would be so grateful. For those of you who are from Twitch and remember my earlier videos, you'll probably remember that my sister and I were, for some reason, obsessed with what we call danger bridges. Whoa, whoop. And this is the perfect example of the danger bridge. It's the first danger bridge we made. And it leads all the way, and it's narrow, and it's thin, and it's not practical whatsoever, and you keep nearly falling off, but it looks great. And so I really like the danger bridge. Danger bridge indeed. I died even though I made it. Ah, okay. Let's go back before I lose all my stuff because I can't replace it. Ooh. Ooh. Spooky. Oh no. I have to use the bridge properly instead of flying. Oh, I have to use my actual legs. This is so sad. Not as dangerous as flying, sadly. Surprisingly. Who would have thought? Hi, stuff. Thank you, stuff. Oh, my beautiful axe. I will very happily love my axe. I'm missing my pants. Pants! Thank you. Why do I have seagrass? I have no idea. Right, is that all of it? Sweet. Let's continue. Now, fun fact. This part, I found a cave in the middle of the ground, and I terraformed it to block it off from all the nearby caves, because there are hundreds of caves in this area, and it was a nightmare to walk through. And Bethany was so proud of this railway station, but I never used a minecart for some odd reason. You can't make me. It's a weird life. And also another thing I love about this area is dyslexia runs in the family. Bethany's been tested for it, so she is confirmed to have dyslexia. I was not. But her and I are so similar, I would not be surprised. But it costs money to get tested, so I don't want tested. But I'm going to showcase how beautiful her dyslexia is, and it makes me laugh, and I know I could fix it, but I don't want to. The Demon Slaughter Cave. It's meant to say demon. Okay? It's meant to say demon. Demon. But here we are. Bethany's, my sister's favourite part of the build. This one took forever. Now, do you remember that first house I showed you with the dude who fell in love with the cave? Well, here he is. He made it. I'm so proud of you, buddy. I think out of all the houses, this one was the most difficult to build. because I didn't want to mess around with the cave and I had to do all the terraforming, all this dripstone. None of it was here. This was not a dripstone cave. My sister and I placed every single one. Yay! And so when it came to this house, it was quite hard to actually build it because I wanted it to be half destroyed, semi in the mountain and all that, and be kind of different, but use the same elements. And I think I quite like it. Yeah, I quite like it. Although, something I have not been showcasing too much is that every single house I have built with my sister, in this village at least, every single house has a little secret compartment. I'm going to show you the one for this one, because I think it's kind of cool. So you open this and it leads to this, and you go down. Whoop. And it leads to where one goes to hide and die. Oh, we were so dark by then. Oh my goodness. So this is a maze. You go in and it's a maze, and there's 3 levels to the maze, and even I don't know how to get out of the maze. And yeah, if I go through this maze, you're gonna suffer with me. So let's enjoy and suffer together. Okay, I finally found the exit. It took me 10 minutes to find the exit. I was timing on my phone for fun. And do you want to know the sad part about that? I'm the one who made the maze, and yet I get lost in my own maze. And so if you want to know where it leads, maze or horror, can you get out? It leads back to the house in our cute little shed, which was our actually first original house when we first logged on, because we logged on and it was nighttime and we're about to die and we were so sad, but then we made a little shack out of wood, and this was where it was. So this is like a symbol of where we first slept, amongst the hay in a shed. I'm going to stop the video here, purely not because I've run out of things to show you, it's that I will never stop. I spent a year, maybe 2 years in this world, and I could do this forever, but I want to go back to what I'm doing now. So as much as I love looking around and showing you guys what I've done, I hope you come back. Please subscribe if you liked what you saw, and join me in my new adventure for story time or whatever thing I decide will be exciting. Please leave a like, it'll help me out a lot, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.